This is Jim Emter, Van Ahn & Company, Alexandria, Minnesota, with the closing grain and livestock comments for September 16th, 2015. Deese corn down 4.5 today, 386. March corn down 4.5, 397 1/4. November soybeans down 1 3/4, 887 1/4. January soybeans down 1 1/4, 891 even. October meal down 230, 216.30. December Chicago wheat down 6.5 at 488 1/4. December Minneapolis wheat down 4 at 516 1/2. And December Kansas City wheat down 6 at 486 1/2. Looking at the tone of the market today, FSA data dump was kind of the main feature. We did get something between 5 and 6 a.m. The problem was it was last year's numbers, so we did not get the actual numbers until about 9:30. I think a lot of the damage had been done already. The numbers really didn't show a lot, showed an increase in overall acreage. This does not include acres that are not in the farm program, obviously. But the prevent plan acres did increase a little bit, but really at the end of the day was a nothing report. So we spent the rest of the day chopping back and forth with really limited news around the marketplace. And after yesterday's weakness, it kind of just stemmed into some additional liquidation here again today. Looking at price counts here, we see more of the choppy action. We're going to be watching South American weather very closely, as well as harvest reports as we work ahead here. A lot of things floating around. We should have a very aggressive harvest pace starting this weekend into early next week, and we'll hear a lot of updates from there. But until the market gets a good handle on these yields, it's kind of back and forth within these ranges. The corn market may have a low end, the bean market may not, in our opinion, however. But we do believe that this 830 to 860 will catch the area, or catch the lows for the November soybeans, and we believe this 360 area has caught the low for corn. We'll see how we progress from there, but maybe a little weaker tone yet for the next week, week and a half. We'll see what the FOMC has to say tomorrow, and a lot of the outside markets will be able to focus here as we work ahead to see if they do increase interest rates. Looking at the feeder cattle market, down 450 limit today, 188.25. Live cattle October down $3 limit, 137.60. And October hogs down 57. Deferreds down about $1.30. October closing at 68.80. Big tone in the live cattle market. Heavyweight cattle. We do have a cattle on feed report, so the market may slow down here a little bit with as heavyweight cattle as we've got. We've just got a burden in the cash market, and that's allowing these markets to fall apart. Hogs, on the other hand, just trying to trade the range. A little bit of support coming in hogs as a result of cattle versus hog liquidation. But as we look ahead here, we'll look to that hog market to continue forward in that range. This has been Jim Emter, Van Ahn & Company, Alexandria, Minnesota. Trading in futures and options involves risk of loss and is not suitable for all producers. Past performance is not indicative of future result. This is a solicitation.